Phil, let's do our top level thoughts, spoiler free, of course.
Got you.
Let's try to avoid any specifics, anything. Just say how you felt.
Well, I mean, you saw it.
Yeah, no. But for the sake
playing.
of the people at home that don't want spoilers, you know? Because maybe they haven't watched it. Remember, this is coming out on Thursday. The amount of people that probably haven't. So, like, just spoiler free, and then we'll go into spoilers after. Phil, spoiler free review. Give me what you thought about the first 3 episodes.
I thought they were some pretty good episodes. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that first episode was a little rocky to me.
Yeah.
For a sec. Like, I thought, like, it was good at the start to me. Like, I liked her narration, and I also liked how she was explaining certain things. But I loved, like, how she took off in that suit and then just, like, went back home. And then it gave us the lay in the environment. Mm-hmm. Pretty much. What happened?
Don't say anything about the episode. Nothing. Top level thoughts.
I'm just
top
saying
level
that
thoughts.
part.
I
That's
know.
it.
I know it's first part, but like, well, keep going. Don't say anything.
Gotcha.
Top level thoughts.
But yeah, I just love how it gave us that feel of Chicago, and it gave us like the feel of like where she is and who she is and like the people around her. Mm-hmm. But I thought that was a cool introductory, but I still was kind of off of it just a little bit.
Yeah,
like I was a little bit off. But then episodes 2 and 3 saved it for me. Like it felt like it was like here for the first episode. Then the second episode started for me, and then it go here. And the third episode, and then went here because my curiosity kept on going up and up and up. But yeah, I actually really liked it.
Nice.
Episode 1, shaky. 2 and 3, liked it.
Okay. I feel the exact same. Actually, I literally was just telling Anthony right now because Anthony started watching it. First episode, rough. I didn't like it very much. Mm-hmm. I like her. I like Riri a lot. I think who's playing her? What's the actress's name? Do you know? Of course, I don't have IMDb out when I finally have a question.
My bad. I was trying to find my notes because for some reason it's not popping
Went away.
up.
It's is it Dominique Thorne?
Yep.
Dominique Thorne. Yeah, she's very great. She's awesome. I really like her as Riri. She's killing it. I thought a lot of the intro stuff with the gang was kind of where it, like, I saw the show's like colors. I was like, yeah, I don't love this. I don't appreciate I have a pet peeve, and this might be a bar, so just be ready. I don't like when TV show, or specifically MCU. I feel like Marvel's been doing it a lot lately, where they compensate for lack of depth in characters by having crazy personalities, by having very like strong personalities. Because you don't need depth if a character just has a really strong personality, because they're only there to act out their one role in the show or to entertain, right?
Yeah.
It's like in Moana 2, you have like the engineer and you have your artist and you have the guy that's growing. All their personalities were very strong, but they don't have any sort of depth. They're just like themselves. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this show kind of has that when they introduce the gang. I'm like, I'm not going to liken these people. I'm not going to remember any of these people's name. Sorry.
No, it's cool.
I'm not going to remember anyone's name by the end of the show. But I will say, Intro to the Hood was fantastic. And that's when I was like, okay, now I'm interested. But yeah, first episode, super rocky. I didn't really mess with it. I felt like it was just going to be another one of those like generic, cringy MCU shows that we've been getting. Mm-hmm. But episode 2 and 3, when the show finally starts going and you like have the plot and like you understand like what the objective is, I was like, yeah, man, like this is fantastic. Specifically, the ending of episode 3 was really good.
Oh yeah,
yeah, like that was
1,000%.
Very strong, and we'll talk about it in a second. But that was really, really, really strong and different, and I wasn't expecting it to go there. So I'm excited for the next 3 episodes more than I was when I started watching episode 1. When I was watching episode 1, I was like, dude, I'm so happy this is coming out because now this is the last MCU thing where they were just like producing whatever and like trying to get all this stuff out.
Does Rise of Wakanda come out before everything? Or before
that's the animated
Doomsday?
thing, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Okay.
But I mean more specifically when they were announcing all the shows, like they were doing Agatha, WandaVision, Loki, they were like, I thought I was gonna cough, but it was just I've been having like since the season's changing, I get like my asthma, so like I've just never mind, it doesn't matter. Anyways,
No, you good.
So yeah, I just felt like I started on episode 1 and I was like, dude, I'm so happy this is out so we can finally be done with all this crap, with all this like random MCU show nonsense that we don't need. And then I watched episode 3 and I was like, you know what? I'm pretty excited for next week to see where this goes.
Oh yeah.
And I have theories, which we'll get into. So yeah, that was mine. I won't give a number score yet. We'll wait.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. Do you want to?
Nah, we'll wait until it's finished.
Okay.
But
let's get into spoilers.
Yeah, I was gonna say we need to get into spoilers. We
Okay.
need to.
Spoilers starting now. Phil, can I just say it immediately? Off rip.
Yeah.
Obadiah Stane being in a Ziploc baggie was the funniest thing on planet Earth.
Bro.
I liked that, by the way. I thought that was really cool. That was a cool like little reveal.
Ezekiel Stane.
Yeah.
Ezekiel Stane.
I don't know much about him, by the way.
I don't know anything about him. I'm in uncharted territory. I don't know too much about the comics.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't
at this
look
point,
it up,
bro.
but I kind of want to look it up. No,
like, if you guys don't know, in episode 3, I believe that was episode 3, he was revealed. The guy who's named Joe in the show, who is played by Alden Ehrenreich, I believe. His actual name is Ezekiel Stane, Obadiah Stane's son. When that was revealed, like when he said, "I'm a Stane," I went, "Wait." And then right when he said, "Wait, like Obadiah Stane?" I literally, I was like, "Whoa, wait a minute. How deep is this gonna get?" Because I already have one theory going on. Like I was already thinking of something else, and then that coming in, I was like, "Okay, I really like this show now," because I think that does the one thing I do like about episode 1 was that it had a lot of like talks about the Stark Industries and all that, telling us like how
the
much
big
people,
businesses of the world work.
yeah, and how like people are like I guess who aren't up there in social status see Tony Stark and everybody, and how like I like how the criminals were explaining that they were like, "Oh, we're trying to do our own thing because we're trying to like build our own brand or something," but like having that come in too and seeing how like Obadiah Stane's kid is trying to survive in this MCU world, I like that a lot. I love that a lot. And the fact that he's trying to hide. But then also I like the little story of how like he is trying to like be chill but also like not be too much of a pushover. And then like Stig and Riri's like, "No, you gotta stand up for yourself." And so he starts doing that.
Cutting the girl's plants. That was so
funny, bro. I thought he was gonna knock on her door and just cuss her out or something. But like doing that, I was like, okay. But do you feel like that could lead to him like maybe turning a little bit more evil?
I don't know if his character is gonna end up being evil. I could see it. I think I get that vibe. I would love for it to. I kind of just like their relationship though. Ezekiel and Riri. I would love for that kind of just end up becoming like a team up thing as opposed to like a villain thing.
Yeah.
But I think there's potential to like have a strong villain with him if they build it out properly. But my thing is, the show isn't going to get a second season. It's not going to get so
you
like.
Never know.
It's not like it's just not like none of the other shows have.
You never know.
I just like look if Moon Knight didn't get one, why would this one get one?
I don't know what's up with that whole Moon Knight.
But that's what I'm saying. So like I'm like I will bet thousands of dollars. I will post a picture of my butt everywhere if this show gets a second season because it's just not going to happen.
Watch us post this.
And then like it drops. Yeah.
It's been renewed for a second season.
So I don't know. I hope I could see it go both ways and I'd be cool with it. For me, when I started the episode, I was scared. I had this thought. I was like, the problem with Ironheart in the MCU as opposed to a comic book is Iron Man is bigger in the MCU than he was in the comics. That's Iron Man has a legacy in the MCU, like a very he is the MCU, where Iron Man is just like a very popular character in Marvel Comics, right? So you can do an Ironheart and it can work in a comic book sense because Iron Man doesn't have this strong legacy. MCU, Iron Man, like Riri has big shoes to fill. Like I liked that they like immediately off the jump tried to make her feel different, but I hope they try and change it up later with her suit.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about Riri, so I don't know where like her character goes, how her suit changes. I know something in the show that's gonna happen later, which I won't say for people that don't watch trailers. But there's gonna be something cool that I'm curious to see how they do it, and if they commit to it, I'm in. But if they don't, I worry that she's just gonna become girl Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously with a different personality, but I don't want that. Like, I want something different. And I think
like a Miles Morales type path.
yeah, I think that'd be interesting. I think look, she feels different enough, which I think it could work, but she'll always get compared to Iron Man. Mm-hmm. So I would love to see her like branch off in some sort of way. Mm-hmm. That still feels like her character, but that isn't Iron Man. You know?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, I feel like mainly her character is probably going to be different because she's going to be way more like around like people. Probably she's not going to be like a CEO business corp type person like Tony Stark was. She's going to be more like the people. She's going to be a standard like around the like public type of person instead of like this high class like huge like security like person like Tony Stark was, because that was kind of different. Tony Stark was like the CEO like big, like billionaire philanthropist.
I don't know. Philanthropist, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. And then her, it's kind of like she's trying to start up, but I feel like she's going to learn, like, she doesn't need to be CEO to do what she wants. Mm-hmm. She just needs to do what she's doing.
Yeah. I guess, like, I do like that, like, we're watching someone on the come up as opposed to Iron Man who already had it. Yeah. You know? Like, obviously he had to make it still, but, like, he had all the money. He had all the resources. And now we're seeing someone gain the resources so she can do what she wants. Mm-hmm. I think that's really cool, but like they're both like against the rules and they don't care what anyone else thinks. They're all about doing whatever they want to get to the top. You know, I think their characters are very similar. Oh yeah. And I just worry that she'll always get compared to Iron Man, which sucks. Mm-hmm. And that sucks for the actress, I feel like, Dominique Thorne, because to be compared to a Robert Downey Jr., I think is unfair. Mm-hmm. Like, she doesn't deserve that. She's not trying to be the next head of the MCU. Mm-hmm. But I do worry that the show will suffer because of Iron Man's legacy. And, like, I hope that's not the case.
Well, I mean, it just depends what people are looking for in this show. Because to me, I'm just looking to know who Riri Williams is. That's it. Like, I just want to know who she is and what makes her a great hero. Compared to with Tony Stark, where it was like, I just want to see where it leads. Yeah. Like, where this leads in the grand scheme of the MCU. With this, it's more chill, in my opinion. But that's what I'm looking for. What are you guys looking for? Like, what are you guys looking for in the show? But I wanted to bring up some other stuff.
Yeah, I have other stuff, too. We're not done.
With episode 1.
Yeah, okay.
The title card, Ironheart, that was so cool. The asphalt, like, Ironheart thing on the ground, that was unbelievably cool. Like, I was expecting, like that was the longest opening to an episode I've seen, I guess, to show the title card. But she's flying through, she crashes down, and you're thinking, okay, it'll show us like her laying there, like feeling defeated. Shows the title Ironheart on the asphalt, and I was like, I like that. Mm-hmm. That's a good creative. Touch. Yeah, I love that. That was cool. And what did you think about the title card?
It's cool. If I'm being honest, I didn't notice it.
Oh, you didn't?
Well, I wasn't like. I was playing my game.
Oh, okay.
I was like, nothing's happening, so I'm just this. Gotcha. So you said that, and I was like, did I miss that? What happened? Yeah. No, I just didn't see it. It was so fast.
Right when she crashes, when she gets back to Chicago, it shows.
I like that they're doing that. They didn't do that in the other 2 episodes, though, right?
Oh, yeah, they did. They had creative, not like as creative as that. They had, in episode 3, it was the money. And in episode 2, it was like a street.
Dude, I watched episode 3 the whole time and I didn't notice it. Like, I actually was watching it. No.
The money, they had, because at the beginning, they were shooting up money.
Oh, yeah, when it's all coming down.
Right when it lands, it says Ironheart. And I was like, okay.
Really shows. Maybe I can't have an opinion. Everyone's going to be like, you just can't have an opinion. He didn't notice the title card.
Hey. Nah. If you guys kill him for that, chill out. He learned that now from me, so it's cool. He'll pay attention for the rest of the episodes.
I'll look out for that better.
But yeah, like I like those title cards. So please keep it up. Like I hope that keeps going because I think that's cool. Yeah. Eric Andre being in this.
Oh, funny.
I didn't expect that.
I wasn't expecting either.
I was like, what the heck are you doing here? And then what else?
What do you think about the crew?
I want to talk about that.
Okay.
Because that was one of my dislikes.
I don't like that.
Not the whole crew. I'm whatever about them, kind of. I'm more focused on Parker and then
Paul.
Parker and
his name Paul, right?
Was it Paul?
The guy?
I guess so. Was that his friend? The guy?
Yeah, his friend.
Yeah. I didn't like the way the test scene went down.
Was his name Paul? The test scene?
The test scene. Like when they were testing her.
Oh, yeah.
So, guys, before I say this, I'm black.
Really?
We...
I made that joke before. You said that before. Really?
Like, we, especially a woman who lives in Chicago, walks into a building and sees inside this restaurant type of diner thing or whatever that there is nobody in there, especially the kitchen. There's nobody back there. Why would I go into an elevator and then see a mysterious like cloth on the ground?
John. His name's John, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, his name's John?
Yeah, sorry.
See a mysterious like clothed like object on the ground and just think, okay, I'm just going to keep going down this elevator and be fine. Next thing you know, it shorts out and it's like a horror movie.
Yeah,
it was like a stupid horror movie.
Yeah, I literally saw it. Yeah.
I was just like, now I understand like with this, like she probably got some directions. Like I know there's gonna be some fans going like, oh, they probably told her to do that. But if I am meeting these people for the first time, I'm living in Chicago. We already know it's kind of bad, especially in their area. Why am I going into an empty restaurant and then going into this old rackety elevator to where? Like I could get jumped. I could get like they could steal my money. It could be fake. Like it could be a scheme. Like I just didn't like how that whole scene played out. It was like, oh, like there's nobody here. Oh, there's nobody in the back. Oh, there's an empty elevator. Let me go down it and then let me just ignore this cloth like weird object on the ground in the corner. Like
I think for me, it's like suspension of disbelief where I'm just gonna like ignore it because like she's desperate for money. So she's gonna do anything she can to get it. So like obviously she's just gonna take this dude's word for it and go.
I just don't.
That's fair. I don't think that works for everyone.
Should have been way more like imagine if she stopped and she was like nope, and then on the intercom it said no, keep walking forward. I would have been like okay then yeah. Mm-hmm. Like
really, you think if someone told you to keep walking forward, then you wouldn't assume that they're trying to kill you?
In the way that episode went.
Because she was just following directions. Like, she was told to go in the elevator and then go to the third floor.
Who told her to go in
the guy, elevator? When she's paying him, when he, like, comes in, he's like, hey, meet us here and go in the third floor. Do this thing.
I forgot he said the words, go in the elevator. I just think it was weirder that there was nobody in there.
Yeah.
Like, that was red flags to me. I was like, come on, man. Me and a whole bunch of, like, if you, I'm not going to say that. But other friends of mine who are black as well would have been like, nah, I'm out.
Yeah.
That was sus to me. I'm sorry.
I really like. So I'm also going to correct me if I'm wrong here. In the comic books, Riri's AI is Tony Stark. I'm like fairly confident on that. I'll fact check it in a second.
Doesn't that lead into Secret Wars or something?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that's the case. Someone correct me. I'll Google it right here too. I like what they do with her AI in this.
Oh yeah.
I like that it's her friend. That's really sick. A little, like, when you think about it, kind of messed up, but I really like that touch because I think these two people have Lyric Ross and Dominique Thorne, very strong chemistry. They work off each other very well. So I like that we're not just going to get their relationship in flashbacks. We get to kind of actually see their relationship and then get small reveals as the show goes. Yeah. I like that. I thought that was a really cool touch, and I wasn't expecting the show to go there. So, yeah. That was the end of episode 1, right?
Yeah. Episode 2, or did you have anything else?
I just want to talk about the hood really fast because I don't really have like a lot of specific things to talk about each episode. Just kind of general like stuff. The hood, I like what they're doing with the dark. He's obviously doing dark magic.
Oh yeah,
100%. That's why the lines. I have a theory.
Oh, I think I know what your theory is.
I have a theory. Okay,
and I think it's correct.
Okay, I did see the conversation. People theorizing that he's working with Dormammu. That's not my theory right now. That's not what I'm saying. But I do think that's probably what's happening. And that plays into my theory.
Maybe.
Okay, that plays into my theory. Here's my theory. Do you remember, I think it's in the 3rd episode, when he's doing like the yoga stuff. He's like doing the meditation stuff, like his like little rituals. I think Mr. Anthony Ramos Parker, the Hood, if you will, the Hood, I think he was a sorcerer. I'm fairly confident he was a sorcerer.
Oh.
But, you know who came and took his sorceries? Do you remember the guy at the end of Doctor Strange? What's his name? I should have had this name up. I should have had this name up. I should have had this up.
Oh my gosh.
So,
I didn't even think about that.
Okay. I need someone to correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm gonna tell you his name from the movie. I'm gonna tell you his name from the movie. Mordo.
Yes.
So we haven't seen him since.
Yeah.
Since. And if you don't remember, the two things that they said to understand Ironheart was watch Doctor Strange and watch Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
Okay? So I think this is how it works, where you can still, if you get your magic abilities taken away from you, you can still adopt the dark magic.
Yeah.
That would be my guess of what's happening. Because if he was a sorcerer and he had some problem, and he went into sorceries and was doing great, and then Mordo shows up, takes his sorceries, he then turns to dark magic. And you know what it is? It's the hood. The hood is infused with dark magic. So he can hypothetically use it and it just kind of corrupt him.
Yeah.
So that's my theory. I'm fairly confident that he has some beef with Mordo and that's where his vendetta is. Because he took his magic from him. Am I cooking or what?
You might be.
Am I reaching?
No. That is valid. Like, because now I'm thinking different things. But that wasn't the thing I was thinking about. All right, y'all gonna hate me, but I low key think it's Mephisto.
Oh, you think we're actually doing it? You think we're finally doing it?
I think it's Mephisto only because the way everything's going, it has a demonic feel to it.
With the friend at the end, right? Yes, I thought that too.
And
You're right.
He kept on saying, "I didn't want this." Like, well, what do you want from me? What is the plan? And I'm like, yo, he's talking to somebody, and this person clearly has control over him.
Yeah.
And it just feels like it's the devil of the MCU, Mephisto. It feels like it. Like it seems like that because I agree with what that makes me think maybe it is Mordo.
And he turned to like someone who was gonna. Yes,
that's what I'm thinking though.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's Mephisto because like who else would he be talking to like that? Because if it was Mordo, why would he be talking to Mordo like that? Like, what do you want from me?
Yeah, it's for sure not that. 100%. He's not talking to Mordo. I don't think he's talking to Mordo.
Mordo did take his.
That's what I think.
And then he took the dark magic, which was from Mephisto.
Yes.
But maybe he doesn't know it's Mephisto. Maybe he thinks it's a different person. Or maybe he doesn't. It is Mephisto, but he doesn't know that he goes by the name Mephisto. That's what I'm thinking.
I agree with you. I wholeheartedly agree with you. I think we have that. Cool. Let's go. Yeah. So, I think we're cooking here. I think we have it actually. We figured it out. 3 episodes, bro. That's all we needed.
I hope that's what's going on, bro. Because if Mephisto's revealed that way, after all this like speculation, where he was supposed to be in Agatha all along, where he was supposed to be in,
and he was talked about in Agatha. They bring him up a couple times.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because they worked with him.
Oh, my bad, WandaVision. That was the first one that people were speculating on.
And they talk about him in Agatha, though. And people thought it was also going to be Agatha. They never show him, though. Yeah, dude.
I think this would be cool.
I think so, too. That would be awesome. I just finally want Mordo to come back. Because that was such a sick reveal. And then Multiverse of Madness did nothing with it.
They really didn't.
Yeah, so I would love that, and I think that'd be a really sick turn and a really cool reveal, and finally we get a resolution to that post credit scene. We get to see it. I still want Doctor Strange to have a showdown with him, but maybe in 3 that'll finally happen.
That would be really cool if he did.
But yeah, final thing I want to say about that episode, just about the first 3, I liked how she killed a friend at the end.
Oh,
I liked it.
Oh man,
that was very different and very ballsy. And to me, dude, like she opened it. Natalie, she opened the door, got him free, whatever. And I was very confident. Be like, come on, come with us, you'll be safe. And then she'd be like, you know what, Riri, I was wrong about you. You're actually very awesome, and I'm happy you're part of our team. Heck no, dude. They locked the door on him, bro, and then he died. I was like, holy crap.
I low-key thought it was an accident. Like low-key for a second. Because
dude. Yeah, it kind of seemed like it, but then I was like, if it was they could have very easily went back.
Thinking about it, yeah, because then I was thinking, what if it was just that she was so focused on getting out of the carbon dioxide or like the room losing oxygen that she literally wasn't even thinking about him and just like was like, get me out of here, and then just like took off. That's what I was thinking for a second. That's why I was thinking maybe it's an accident, but then low key I was like, you could have in that second, even if your brain was kind of like low on oxygen, you could have still been like, I got you. Yeah. So maybe not an accident, maybe an accident. I don't know.
I think a mix. I think it was like she didn't mean for it to happen that way, but also like she didn't go back to save him. She did leave him.
That is true.
So I like the scene at the end of the episode with her reaction and her like, I appreciate I do really like her having panic attacks, as like weird as that might sound. But it just shows that she's a very fragile character that's like gone through a whole lot. And those panic attacks can very much affect her in like dire situations. I think it adds more depth to her for sure. Yeah. That, like it shows that like she isn't just like this like, yeah, she can handle anything. She can do whatever she wants because she comes off as that, that she can handle herself. But then when things get serious and things happen, she freezes and she freaks out. I like that. Like that's very good. I think that's very well done.
Yeah.
And then the Hood finding out and the darkness taking over him on this bag.
Oh man.
I geeked for a second.
It's Mephisto, man. It's Mephisto.
Can I be honest? I had the most like brain dead MCU thing ever where when it's like the Shadow and it's Ironheart's suit. I don't know why, dude. I was like, Ultron? Is that Ultron? And I was like, no, wait, I'm stupid, bro. Like, it's obviously Ironheart. I was like, what am I doing? And, like, it took me a second. I came back. I was like, wait, I'm wrong show. I'm thinking of the wrong thing. I don't know why. It just kind of looked like his Shadow. But obviously, it wasn't. I know 100% it wasn't. I just, like, it kind of looked like him.
I'm not going to lie. When I saw that, I saw horns at first.
So
I was thinking it was the devil. And I was thinking, like, oh, it's got to be Mephisto. But then it grew. And I saw the, like, things here, and I was like, "Oh, it's Riri."
He knows. He knows.
Yeah, now I'm like, "Oh shoot."
They're gonna beef, bro.
Oh, they're gonna fight. They're definitely gonna fight.
I like that though.
Oh,
Again, I wasn't expecting it. I thought it was gonna be like they'd work together till episode 5, and it's like, no, the Hood's evil. But no, I like that. Like, again, this show is different. Like, it kind of feels like Agatha, where it's very unapologetically what it is. Like, it's not trying to be generic. It's not trying to be, like... Even though I think the first episode, it makes it seem like it's generic. But it's not trying to be generic. It's not trying to be, like, super wacky and fun. It's, like, serious. It, has stakes, and there's weight here. And it's also not compromising its vision. It's like, this is what the show is, and if you don't like it, you don't like it. But if you like it, like, just be on this ride with us. And I really respect that. And again, I'm a lot more excited for the next 3 episodes than I was for these first 3.
Oh, yeah.
Because I genuinely thought the show was just going to be whatever. But I don't think it's the greatest. I don't think it's, like, the peak. But it's not done yet.
I like it.
Yeah, exactly. I like it. I'm not opposed. I hate that they're doing 3 episodes at once. Again, it's frustrating me that they do 3 episodes at once.
Yeah.
But
I would.
Like, cool. I'm ready. I'm excited for the next 3 episodes. I'm really curious to see where this is going to go. And I guess, like, it coming out and being done, I can sort of just, like, take it as it is. I don't have to watch it week by week and, like, think, I'm not liking this, I'm not like that. When you watch 3 episodes in a row as opposed to one a week, I think I'd be a lot lower on it if episode 1 and 2, were weekly. Like, I would have been like, oh, dude, like, really? Like, I have to commit to this? The following week, episode 2, I'd have been like, okay, yeah, like, this is fine. Episode 3, I think I would have been higher on still, but I think it wouldn't have hit as hard as if I just watched it all 3 at once.
Yeah.
Because they kind of all work together. But yeah.
I also like the references that they have a couple of times in it.
Like what?
Like, I like the reference that she said when she said, "Go home, Roger," to Homeboy. That's from a black show called Sister Sister.
Oh, yeah, they do make a lot of movie references. Yeah,
so right when that happened, I was like, okay, yeah, like the black vibe to it. I like that. And then she said, this is just like Spy Kids.
Yeah, this is Spy Kids.
What was another thing she said?
They talk about, is this Sopranos or Ocean's 11?
Yes.
Yeah, that one I got.
Bro, there's been so many references in this show, and I love it.
And they're like, and they're in there. The Spy Kids one, a little heavy-handed.
I kind of like that.
I didn't like it.
I kind of like
But everything else, the one you brought, I had no idea about. I like that they kind of just like they flow. It's not like this is like that one movie. What's it called? And then they say it, and it's just like, Like, I like that it's very much just like, this is who they are.
Yeah.
Like, it's just their culture.
I also really like Natalie.
Yeah, I do too.
Like, I really like Natalie. That acronym she had, the Neuro Autonomous Technical Assistant and Laboratory Intelligence Entity, I was like, wait, that spells Natalie. Like, for a second, I was so tired, so forgive me, guys, but I was like, what the hell is she saying?
Natalie. Wait, that's Natalie. It's Natalie.
That was me, though. I was like, why is she saying all these words? And then when I, like, played it back, I was like,
why is she yapping?
Oh, it stands for Natalie. All right.
Yeah.
That's cool. But I like her. She's funny.
She's cool.
I like how she's protecting her at the same time.
Yeah.
She's like, come on, man. Hood ain't good.
Dude, again, like, I think Dominique Thorne and Lyric Ross's chemistry is so good. Like, I'm happy that that's who our AI is and it's not Tony Stark. Because they wouldn't have worked. I know they weren't gonna have Robert Downey Jr. be this AI for this
It would have
Iron
been
Man show.
interesting if it was.
It would have been
Robert
cool,
Downey Jr.,
but he's not gonna. He's gonna be like, "Can I have $400 million, please?" Like that's just not gonna happen.
Imagine if it was thinking like one episode like Tony Stark's just built in, and it's Natalie and Tony Stark going back and forth with each other.
I would like that.
That'd
That'd be
be
cool.
fun.
If it happens once, that'd be cool. I'd like respect that.
It'd be cool if that
But
was
yeah.
an episode.
Do you have anything else?
Nah, I'm all good.
No, that was Ironheart. We'll be back next week. I'm ready. We'll talk about next week. It's gonna be
be-
another late night session though,
Oh,
where I'm
yeah.
up till 2 in the morning trying to finish the show.
Because you're playing video games.
No, I got off work.
I'm playing, but we'll be reviewing episodes 4 through 6 next week.
Disney Plus, just like you've done it before, release your episodes at 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. Like,
Yeah.
it just makes. I was just complaining about the bear not doing that, but no, just look. It's 3 episodes, and it'd be easier for me because I work. You know, Disney. Some of us have jobs. You know, I know a lot of you guys over there don't do a whole lot, but some of us work for a living. So please release your episodes earlier. Thank you.